Hello student. In this video we will be talking about the sales process. The process of sales is very important in converting the sales into revenue. Every salesperson uses the process, then only they can convince the buyer, or they can show that it worth paying price of the product to for this product. So let's start this. First we will understand what are the selling approaches. Selling approach, first thing is very important, that is knowledge, then acquire, then advise and assure. What the salesman is doing basically? You should have knowledge. You should acquire the buyer should acquire the knowledge, give the advice, and he should make them feel that, or assure that this product is very useful and genuine, and it can help them in many ways. So here selling process is given. First is prospecting. The first step of selling process is given here, that is prospecting. Prospecting means every salesperson should find the lead, and out of that lead, out of the data, he should understand by having a proper data mining that how many buyers can be the prospective customer for him. Then the second is step is pre-approach, where the salesperson basically tries by the telephone or something and try to understand whether the prospective customer is ready to listen him and will buy the product at present time. After understanding in the pre-approach that yes, it is better to go and approach the person right at this moment because he is in need of that product, and that can be understood by many litmus tests done by the salespeople. Every salesperson has different approach towards the understanding the personality and the buying behavior of the customer. Then he should approach to the customer. Approach means being physically present over there by taking proper time or having a proper meeting with the customer and demonstrating about the product. That is the approach. Then comes the need identification. When the salesperson approaches the customer, the very first thing which he is required to do is the need identification. A good salesperson never sells the product if the buyer does not have the need. If the buyers do not have need, then we should not force them to purchase the product, because if they will not use the product right at that time, it will be a burden, financial burden on them, and will also require some space to be kept, and they'll not be able to understand the utility of the product right at that time. After identifying the needs and being assured that the buyer is in need of the product, he should give the proper presentation about the product and the company so that they can understand that it is better to buy this product and because the company is good and this product will help them in making their life easy. Then the objections may come from the customer side. If the objections are handled carefully, objection regarding the brand, objection regarding the competitor, objection regarding the price, objection regarding the specification of the product, all these kind of objections may arise from the customer side. This is because of his knowledge, and he has the tendency to argue based on his knowledge. So a good salesperson should handle the objections carefully. Then comes the next step, which is very important, that is the closing the sale. Every customer would love to listen from you about the product and the company and the utility of the product. But when it comes of paying the money for this product, he will always show reluctance and will try to avoid you at that time. A good salesperson always closes the sales in many steps. He should try to understand whether the customer will buy today's the product which he is selling, or will he delay the buying by having some excuses. So closing of sale is also very important step. And then comes the implementation or the follow up. This is basically the selling process, which is almost followed by every salesperson in various kinds of products or services. Now comes the selling process. The prospecting and qualifying prospective customers. There will be some blind prospecting, cold calling or canvassing, sales blitz, and lead prospecting. These are different kind of customers you will find whenever you go for selling. Second point is pre-planning prior to sales calls. So that is basically, as we have approached learn it in the previous slide, the pre-approach and the approach. So pre-approach, every salesperson has to do certain exercise. Every salesperson has to be ready with certain exercise, and in the approach he should implement all the plan which he has done in the pre-approach. Then comes the presenting and demonstrating services, that is sales presentation and demonstration. So in sales presentation you can demonstrate, you can give the presentation about the company or presentation of the product. If you have the product with you, then it is always better to demonstrate the product to the customer. Then comes the handling objection and questions. Restate the objection, agree and neutralize tactics. These are two important things which every salesperson must understand. I told you that the objection can be of different type. A salesperson should be qualified enough and have the knowledge about their competitors and the competitors' product so that those objections can be handled properly. Sometimes you have to agree with them and then neutralize the uh, objection. Then comes the closing the sale, the verbal closing clues and non-verbal closing clues. I told you that in between of this the whole process of selling, we should start understanding whether he can pay this much amount or not, whether he is a prospecting customer, whether his paying capacity is good enough to buy this product, or he is simply uh, acquiring the knowledge of the product and the company from you. Because after finishing the sales calls, you should not feel that you are cheated because this person was not at all interested and he was not having the quite good capability of buying the product. Still you kept on giving the presentation to him. So closing the sale is also one of very important idea in sales team. Following up after closing the sale, then comes the following up, which is after closing the sale. Now next thing is acquiring product knowledge and understanding of good or service. That might include having acquired information about its application, function, features, use and support. Sources, education is one way from where you can acquire the knowledge about the goods or service. Experience, by having a good experience you